Hello, beautiful soul. This is the Angel Lady Terry Marie. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you today. How do you become a mover and shaker of your reality? We hear a lot about stepping into your value, showing up, removing the mask, and raising your vibration. But how do you do that? And how do you recognize when you're getting in your own way? Today we're going to share with you 3 different ways that emotions block your success and prosperity. It has to do with law of attraction. It has to do with what you focus on, and most importantly, where it is you feel you want to be. And so let's just get right into it, because I want to honor you. Hello, beautiful Nina. And just tapping into my own guides just to see where it is they want to go, where they want to go to first. And if I stumble over my own words and whatnot, is because the angels who guide me are coming in really quick and really fast. So bear with me. It'll be worth your while. All right. So the first one is perfectionism. Most coaches, and even maybe your friends or colleagues, will tell you just get it done. Not sloppy, not ugly, not half-assed, but get something done and then launch it. Send it out, send an email out, do the first draft and all of those things. And yet, we want to present ourselves in such a way that we don't feel foolish or what will people say? And that gets a lot into our heads. Perhaps you don't feel quite worthy or deserving to actually be putting this thing out there, this magical, mystical, spiritual business thing that you do, this coaching or mentoring. There is no one else more qualified than you. And yes, there are probably a million other people doing something similar, not the same, similar. There is no one like you who has had your specific experiences. And this brings me to a story. Thank you. So the angels have reminded me of a story. This is a long time ago when I still lived in Hawaii. And there were... The phone just rang. Isn't that interesting? At least it didn't cancel the connection. Anyway, let's see. So here's the story. Years ago, when I still lived in Hawaii, was married, and I made pottery with my husband at the time. We made that for a living, and all of our friends were potters. It was handmade, hand-kilned, and all of those things. Here's what we knew, because this is where I learned how competition really isn't about getting yours and getting there before somebody else takes your stuff, or, wanting more of what you want and not worrying about taking it from someone else, because that money, it's energy, and energy is replenishable. Energy is forever, and it is constant, and it is unlimited. It is limitless. But back to the story. So years ago, we were a group of 15, mostly couples who made pottery in Honolulu, Hawaii, or all over that island of Oahu. And we got together and decided we were going to have and host a pottery show. And we knew each other's quality. We'd been friends for several years, so we were the ones who, juried. You hand select people, and we knew that they would show up, and we knew the quality of their work. There were 15 or 20 of us in this one room, or a conference room, a hall in a church in Manoa. And what does that mean? We all did well, and some people bought from different potters. We had different styles, different colors. We all made dish planters or pitchers and all of those things, different styles, colors. And yet, there really was no sense of competition, because if you were the only one doing what you were doing and someone doesn't resonate with you, It doesn't matter if you're giving it away free, beautiful. Perfectionism will get in your way. It will slow you down. And it actually sabotages you from getting out there. What does that mean? People are waiting for you, whether it's your book, your webinar, your magic course, your group program, your mastermind, your services. You're a VA or you're working for someone else. It really doesn't matter what you do, so long as you do it to the best of your ability at that time. Hey, hey, Katrina, here's another piece to that puzzle. You can always tweak it later. Get it done. Do the best you can. You can always change it. And here's something else. When you have created a course, say it's a couple years ago, and you're in a very different place, maybe it's only 6 months or a year ago, you're in a different place vibrationally, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. So create a 2.0. Repurpose what you have, maybe add a bonus, maybe tweak it here and there, maybe add a section. People don't mind getting extra. So perfectionism will get in the way. It'll really cut you down. So stop it. That's an inner game. Tell on yourself why or how emotions block your success. And the next one is, self-sabotage. Well, I would do this, but I haven't done such and such yet. I don't have a degree yet. I'm not certified. I'm just getting started. You've been doing what you are doing for a long time in one way or another. I've been doing this now full-time 7 years, and before that I had a day job. I used to be an executive administrative assistant with the Border Patrol down here along the southwest border in El Paso, Texas. I was doing all kinds of things. I organized quarterly conferences, and rounding bosses is like rounding a herd of cats. Tried both. Learned how to round up the bosses much easier than cats, right? So you're doing what you're doing. It's just about repurposing what you were doing before you went full time, or maybe you're starting out. And we think because we've just gotten started that we have no experience and la 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 la. Well, it takes time. And the people that look like and act like they are an overnight success, chances are pretty good it took them a little bit. And they had many setbacks, and they hit the walls of resistance and the dark nights of the soul and didn't feel worthy. And every single time they up-level themselves, go to raise their fees or offer something new, it's like, okay, is anybody going to sign up? Is this going to fall flat on my face again? We'll take the word again out. I just learned, because I thought it was only 99 times, but here that Thomas Edison found, was it 999,000 ways? But anyway, he found 99 whatever ways of how the light bulb did not work. And all it took was one. But each one of those not so great turnouts, each one of those failures helped him see what didn't work. And he used them as stepping stones to where he got himself, so that we now have electricity. Yeah, probably somebody else would have gotten there, but he did it. Nina, well, thank you. She said, I said everything she wanted in her call, but better than that. Well, thank you. So, self-sabotage. Here's something I used to say years ago, and I think even up until about 3 years ago, I used to do on my own self-sabotage. And I would say, hey, universe, hey, angels, thank you for my new client, but it's not enough. I was sabotaging. Yes, grateful. Yes, acknowledging. Yes, moving forward. And what I was really focusing on was not enough. Everything after the but, leave it off. Thank you for the new client. Boom. That's it. And that other talk, you say, you know what? That was then, and this is now. Self-sabotage can be a distant cousin if you so choose, if you practice. Watch what you say to yourself when nobody else is watching. Watch what you say in your head. That comes through your energy, beautiful soul, in your emails, in your texts, in your posts, in your conversations. Let's see. So the next one, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Stop doing this. Compare-it-itis. Comparing it yourself to someone else. I call it compare-it-itis. Oh, well, so-and-so's in this same industry and look at what they're doing. You don't know what they went through. You don't know their trials, their tribulations, their dark nights of the soul. You don't know what they tried. You don't know any of their own experience. And maybe some of it's a little bit of fluff. The only people that know that are the people themselves who are posting stuff like, look at me. And there's a fine line between sharing what you do and who you are and the boasting. And that's part of stepping into your value. If you don't accept you, what you do and what you have to offer, what you bring to the table and all of your experiences as valid and valuable, that's hiding. Don't do that. Your world, well, yes, your world, your audience, the world, they need you, your message and your voice now more than ever. When you compare yourself to someone else, you are devaluing what you do, how far you've come. So from this moment forward, consider comparing only you to you, where you were and how far you've come. Yes, there's a ways to go yet, and each time you get a bit closer, as Abraham Hicks and probably lots of others share with us, when you get closer, then new desires, new goals, new dreams come into life. That doesn't mean that you're never going to get there. It just means you now have the capacity to expand yourself, to expand your realm of influence in a way that helps others transform their lives, their business, their relationships, their energy. That's how, scratching the surface, emotions block your success and prosperity. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not even close, look at yourself. What are you really doing or not doing? What are you saying or not saying? And how are you showing up, or how are you hiding? You're welcome to join me along this journey at angeldreamteam.com, where we have a very beautiful special report, Angels for Success and Prosperity. Become a mover and shaker of your reality. We get into the inner tells a little bit more. There are angels and, of course, 3 reasons why people fear success. Thank you for sharing this time with me, whether it's live or at another point in time. Bye-bye for now. This is the Angel Lady, Terry Marie.